In the wise words of Elon Musk, I'd like to die on Mars, just not in tech. Ever since Sputnik 1 orbited around the Earth, we have been in the space age, striding blindly into the unknown. From orbiting Earth to landing on the moon, to discovering new planets through the telescopes of astronomers. Mars, however, has always been interesting. Living there, even more so, especially in science fiction. However, thanks to three main players in today's current society, we might be able to soon take the fiction out of science fiction. SpaceX, Mars itself, and the colonization process all play a huge role in the future, and hopefully making humans a multi-planetal species in the coming years. SpaceX was founded in 2002 by Elon Musk. According to a New York Times article in 2017, Space Explorations Technology Corp, or SpaceX, is one of the biggest private aerospace innovators to date. It's been in business for about 17 years, hosts 6,000 employees, and has over 100 contracted launches. That's pretty impressive. The main goal, however, when SpaceX was first formed, was to colonize Mars by the 2030s and have something of a backup drive for humanity. And it's made quite a bit of progress towards that goal. This year, the Starship has come out, or the Big Falcon rocket as it was previously known. Development started for it back in 2012, and with the biggest payload of any rocket of its type to date, at weighing in at over plus 663,000 kilograms, plus the Raptor engines, which are over double the thrust of any of the current best engines in the market. We'll be seeing that they are right on track for their plan to colonize Mars. Their first orbit launch, according to Investors Business Daily, is scheduled in 3 to 4 months to now, and that interview was back in September of this year. But all this preparation that SpaceX is doing would be for absolutely nothing if they didn't have a target in the first place. Then comes Mars. Mars is one of the most similar planets in our solar system to Earth, both in climate and time thanks to its axis tilt, rotational period, and placement in the solar system, giving it an almost similar climate and time period to Earth. The atmospheric pressure is also the most similar in our solar system to Earth, Earth weighing in at 1,013 m-bar, and Mars coming up a little short at 6 m-bar. I said close, I said closest, that doesn't mean they're close. However, that doesn't mean they once weren't closer. According to an ongoing investigation led by NASA, and most currently their Curiosity rover, Mars was a lot different 3.5 billion years ago. From their most recent samples in 2016, Mars had an oxygen-rich atmosphere and over 20% of it was covered in liquid water. That's pretty close to what Earth would be today, if you think about it. Now, even though Mars is similar, that doesn't really mean that there aren't still going to be challenges once the Starship delivers the first manned crew to Mars. But what's worth doing if there aren't challenges? Of course, forcing your way into a place you weren't built to survive in is a little complicated. Earth had the perfect, rare conditions for our ancestors to thrive in Earth. According to Jill Solom from NASA, to me, when you start listing out all of the services we get from our amazing planet, it starts to look pretty near impossible to generate the same thing on another planet, starting from scratch. She's not wrong. But the plan from SpaceX kind of negates this problem for now, because terraforming, let's face it, is way out of our technological advances currently, and it won't be happening very soon. However, a life support-based colony can. Relying on spacesuits, habitable housing, Solar energy and large storage systems for that solar energy for storm blackouts, and a large amount of dust removal from said storms, it can be pretty plausible once you start thinking about and adding up all the pieces. Of course, local resources will need to be mined from Mars instead of resupply missions from Earth. But that again depends on the size of the colony. That won't be needed till later dates. SpaceX's goal will outlive them, and they are well aware of this. They're not looking to terraform Mars and make another Earth up in the sky. They're looking for a backup drive. And they're laying the groundwork for it as we speak. Today is another step into the future, whether we like it or not, and whether we're prepared for it or not. We're not seeing another Earth up in the sky anytime soon, but we are at the beginning of what could be another Earth up in the sky sometime soon. Our generation is at the threshold, a turning point in history. To me, that's incredibly exciting. And in the words of Buzz Aldrin, Mars is there, waiting for us. And I, for one, can't wait to see what we do when we get there. Thank you.